The heartbeat of competition, the drama of the moment. This is NASCAR on Mick Blam Racing.
It's the race of favorites taking place at one of the fan favorites as Mick Blam Racing welcomes you back to Daytona International Speedway for flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. Hey there race fans, Mikey McBlam here, your commentator and driver of the number 83 MB&A Chevrolet for Team KAOS Racing, and we are here officially in the mid-season. While there is still plenty of racing to go in the season, with every weekend, the gap to the points leader gets larger, meaning the chase for the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship is kicking into high gear. But the story of the night is one of legend, because a win for us today means we will tie one of NASCAR's legends, Bobby Allison, with 6 total wins at Daytona. Will we be able to pull it off, or will someone else be able to pull off an upset? We're moments away from finding out, but first, let's go trackside.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Well, let's see how they'll line up for the start.
The MB&A car, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will be starting for the pole. Starting in row 2 will be the 117 car and the Hamlin Ford. In row 3 are the Valvoline Pontiac and the Altel Ford. In row 4 are the 26 car and the Team Rusty Ford. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the Home Depot Pontiac and the Mark Martin Ford. The 6th row has the Interstate Batteries Pontiac and the UPS Ford. In row 7 are the 176 car and the Tide Ford. Starting the race from row 8 are the 27 car and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. And in row 9 are the 24 car and the Dale Jr. Chevrolet. Starting in row 10 will be the Lowe Chevrolet and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. In row 11 are the Motorcraft Ford and the 9 car. In row 12 are the 16 car and the Sprint Dodge. Row 13 finds the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the GM Goodrich Service Plus Chevrolet. The 14th row has the Pennzoil Chevrolet and the Kellogg Chevrolet. In row 15 are the Caterpillar Dodge and the Target Dodge. Starting the race from row 16 are the America Online Chevrolet and the 139 car. Row 17 has the 63 car and the M&M's Pontiac. Starting at row 18 will be the Citgo Ford and the Square D Chevrolet. In row 19 are the 98 car and the 97 car. In row 20 are the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the 111 car. Back in row 21, we have the Kodak Chevrolet and the 46 car. And rounding out the field is the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge.
David Pearson, 5 victories in what was then the Firecracker 400. Cale Yarborough won this race 4 times. Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, Richard Petty, and Fireball Roberts 3 times each. Who will etch their name into the record book tonight?
DW, for the final time, NASCAR on Fox 2006, but it's going to be a big old Saturday night party. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Get ready. Roll green.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
The 40 car is still there. Clear on both sides.
First lap is complete. The outside lane did not go, but I'll tell you what lane did go, what cars did go. Eli Gold in the 117 came up for some big challenges for the lead, but now here's Johnny Benson. Johnny Benson out of nowhere, making some hard charges here, looking for his first career victory at Daytona. And he's just right up here with us. The rest of the field's kind of fallen back a little bit. I'm trying to drag my brake a little bit to slow down the 10. I don't believe I have to do this, but slow him down a little bit. Okay. Kind of broke away from him a little bit there. But yes, the story of the night. Oh, we have a caution. There's trouble in turn number 1. Trouble in turn number 1. I'm not sure who the caution was for. But we need to make sure we make it to the line, and this is going to make things interesting because now the question is, do we pit? Do we pit? We're not holding back anymore. We're trying to go like 100% to the line right here. Yeah, we got some big trouble that really that held everybody up. We're going to catch the pace car here, and let's figure out what happened to bring out the caution. Oh no, the 176 car! Dave Alpern on his side! Oh no, Jimmy Johnson! Jonathan Wolf just avoids that. Johnson. Oh man. The last few races for Hendrick Motorsports have not been all that great. They have just not been all that great. But yeah, we're going to come down, take some fuel. Not sure why our tire pressure is all the way up, but hopefully we didn't lose our setup. Here we go. We're going to take 4 tires and fuel and hope that we can make it to the end. Ooh, big contact back there. Had some trouble on pit road.
What damage?
I don't have any damage for you to fix yet. But here we go, pit crew. This is what you do best. Get me in and get me out. 15-1. All right. Here we go. Green flag's back in the air. We went in first, and now we're out first. And here's the 16 of Chad Chaffin. How about this? There must have been a really big stack up on pit road that caused trouble for Johnny Benson and several others that were in the top 10. But here's Chad Chaffin. Chaffin taking a look to the outside. Looks to be, is that Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind him? Not 100% sure. That might actually be Ron Hornaday. We'll have to see when I get to the line here. It's kind of hard to tell. That looks like it might be Ron Hornaday. How about the 16? Chad Chaffin with the run of his life here at Daytona. And here we go. Yes, that is Ron Hornaday. Eli Gold is also back there. So I imagine there's probably... Jimmy Johnson is probably out of the race. He's probably going to be out of the race. I'm not 100% sure on that. He had a really big impact with the 176 of Alpern. And the 24 just avoided it, but also looks like the 10 also got... not the 10, but the 32 of Ricky Craven also got a piece of that in the caution. Alright, these guys are really, really spreading out, so I think this is just what happens when you have a bunch of back markers that are in the mix now. Alright, that's the name of the game, pit crew. That's the name of the game. We're trying to make history here. Well, not make history, but it's a historic event. If we could do 6 in a row, not 6 in a row, but 6. We've already got the record for most wins in a row. But we're trying to tie Bobby Allison for 6 wins at Daytona. So there is another person that does have 6 wins at Daytona. That would be Jeff Gordon, IRL. But Jeff Gordon is not in this series anymore. He has not been. And oh my gosh, got into the wall there. And trying to pay way too much attention to the 16 behind me. I'm trying to slow him up, but he is just all over us here. But yeah, the 24, Jeff Gordon has not been in this series for now. This has been his 2nd year. So Jeff Gordon has retired and turned over his duties to Jonathan Wolf. So he has not been in this series for a long time, according to this canon that I set up in this game. So he has not been in here for a while, so he was unable to get his other 2 wins. He's already got 4, so he was unable to get his other 2 wins at Daytona. So now Bobby Allison still holds the record, and we're going to try to tie it. Alright, most laps led of the day. That's another 5 bonus points. And now we're just looking for the win. My fuel is concerning me. We're halfway on fuel. Yeah, we just hit it actually. We just hit halfway. Tires are starting to wear, but that's not of my concern right now. We should be fine. Right now, my concern is fuel. Because we did pit very early. My question is, can we make it? Fuel played a factor in our win at Sonoma. Will fuel play a factor here? One way or the other, that's the question. Yeah, still a 2-car breakaway here. I'm really trying to slow them down because I want some pack racing. They're pack racing back there from 4th on back, really. There's some really, really interesting stuff going on back there. We've got like a current Stuart Haas style breakaway between myself and the 16. Alright, here we go. 4 laps to go. I'm still a little bit concerned about that fuel, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Yeah, I know he wants to get by. I know he wants to get by me. I think we're okay. I don't think the 16's got anything for us. Alright, I'm going to back him up a little bit. He's going to look high. Come up to cover. He's going to kind of run the middle of the racetrack. We've kind of got like a Dale Jr. kind of car here. It runs so good in the corners that they can catch up to me on the straightaway.
Wow, you're fast.
Oh boy. 3 laps to go. And man, Chad Chaffin is right here. This will be a career best finish for Chad Chaffin if he can finish second place. Or first. I'm not going to count him out for a win. I might do something stupid. Pop the wall or something like that, and he drives right on by for his first career win, and he's earning it. It's not like, it's not like it's a fuel thing or something like that. I mean, he's earning it. He's putting pressure on right now. His pit crew got him out. His pit crew did the job, and he's up here in second place. And here comes the pack. 2 laps to go. And we were just talking about him. Speaking of the 24, guess who's leading the pack right up to us?
Now it's a party.
All right, Chad, if you want to maintain that position, you're going to have to come down and block that 24. And here he comes.
Come on, John boy. I see you back there.
The 24 looks to the inside of the 16. Oh boy. Very low on fuel. As we come off of turn number 4, the 24 is right behind me. That white flag is waving in the air. One more time around. Can we make history? The 24 all over our back bumper. We're not holding back anymore. Here we go to the bottom of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. The 24 looks to the inside. Oh no, the fuel tank's almost empty. Can we make it down the back straightaway one more time? Do we have enough fuel to make it to the end? 24 kind of riding back there. He's got no pressure from behind. It's just going to be a race between he and I. Into turns 3. Off of 4. For the final time. The 24 looked high. We came up to cover to the bottom of the racetrack. And we've made history with 6 wins at Daytona. And we ran out of fuel. Chad Chaffin in third. 4th is Johnny Benson. Rounding out the top 5 is Tony Stewart.
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Well, I'd say the fans would probably have liked to see more excitement. I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of caution flags.
The MB&A car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Well, it's going to be a happy crew when they get back to the shop. They can immediately go to work on next week's car without having to worry about fixing anything from this race, and that makes for a much less stressful atmosphere.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. Next up is Chicago.
Alright guys, so here are the race results for the Pepsi 400 here at Daytona. Dude, catching up to Mr. King Richard Petty there. Unfortunately, it's going to be the last time we come to Daytona, but it is what it is. Anyway, we win, followed by Jonathan Wolf, who comes in second. Chad Chaffin, how about Chad Chaffin? That's 16, from 23rd to 3rd. He's probably definitely going to be the mover of the race, probably definitely. 3rd is Chad Chaffin. 4th is Johnny Benson. Rounding out the top 5 is Tony Stewart. 6th is Scott Wimmer. 7th, Sterling Marlin. 8th is Jeff Green. 9th, Jeff Green, what? Actually, I think he's the mover of the race. Mike Brown is in 9th. Okay, he moved up quite a few spots. And rounding out the top 10 is Dale Jarrett. And here's the rest of the field. You can pick out your favorite driver. winner's purse of $186,000, 1 caution, 2 lead changes. That's it. My gosh. Time of race 18:30, well 18:40 really. Average speed of 129 miles per hour, and the margin of victory just over 1/10 of a second. My gosh. Anyway, Ricky Craven and Rusty Wallace both falling out of the race with problems, most likely with their engine. On lap 2, Mark Martin falling out of the race on lap 10. Jeff Burton falling out of the race in lap 12, so he didn't make it the full amount. And everyone else finished on the lead lap, pretty much had a dead heat pack going there. I wonder if they shows the interval earnings. No, just bonus points and intervals. Okay. All right, moving on. And here are the point standings after Daytona. We have extended our lead by another 20 points over. We've just been knocking out 20, 20, 20. But another 20 points, I believe, over Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin. Actually, I think it's more than 20 points this time. It might be 40. I'll have to go back and look. It might be 40 points that I actually jumped on Dale Jarrett there. Sterling Marlin is in third, 388 points back. Jonathan Wolf moving back up into the top 5, 399 back. Followed by Tony Stewart, who is now 424 points back, rounding out the top 5. 6th, Kevin Harvick. 7th, Mark Martin. 8th is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Moved himself back up a spot after losing a couple at Sonoma. And 9th is Ryan Newman, and rounding out the top 10 is Ricky Rudd, 742 points back. So I believe these guys are pretty much almost out of it at this current point in time. Let's check on our, okay, Mike Brown moved himself up to 14th. He's moving on up. He's moving on back up. He has a good shot to finish in the top 15. Not to say top 10, but he has a good shot to finish in the top 15. How about Amy Hicks, still holding on to 20th? Bill Elliott has now fallen to 22nd, and so her lead is now over Scott Wimmer, who is 11:21 back. So still quite a bit of a cushion there. She just has to still kind of keep those good, decent finishes up. Man, she'll finish in the top 20. Let's check out the awards for the week. Pole Award, there was never any question about whether I would get that. Actually, it was pretty close this time. I'm not even going to lie. It was closer than normal. This was not at all a powerful vehicle. So, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. Led the most laps of the race, no surprise there. All charged up actually goes to Scott Wimmer. So I need to go back and see what his, how many spots he moved up. Fastest pace of the race goes to Jonathan Wolf. I'll believe that. I was backing it up a lot of that time. Bernie Sanders was the rookie of the race. Go ahead, throw the memes down below. And the most exciting pass of the race goes to Jeff Green. I can believe that since no one technically passed me. But yeah, I'll believe that. Let's see. Rookie of the Year. Ray Bestis Rookie of the Year still being led by Winston Kelly. I don't believe any of these guys were in the race. I don't think the ladies were in this particular race. Maybe Cheryl King? No, I don't think she was. Bernie Sanders obviously definitely was in there, but Winston Kelly still holding it down in the front. Pole awards, we got our 13th pole on the season. Jackpot 5, no winners. Nobody from the top 5 from Lowe's was able to get themselves the $1 million bonus, so that's unfortunate. If only we just had a few more spots. Just a few more spots, we would have been in there. We would have been up there. But anyway, Manufacturer Championship, 35 points. Chevy is leading Ford currently. 69 points is Dodge, nice, and 66 points back. It's not 66 points back, but with 66 manufacturer points is Pontiac. Laps led on the year, still killing it, still out here killing it. So Mark Martin led him or lap, I guess, in the 400 there, because I think he was 55 last week. But yeah, we're just continuously dominating the season, having one of those, like I said, Jeff Gordon / Kevin Harvick / who else had a really just dominant win But yeah, just one of those, just kind of like we're just running away with it, man. So yeah, that was Daytona. It was not as thrilling as I hoped it was going to be. I did employ the same strategy that I did at Talladega. Maybe it only works at Talladega, but I did employ that same strategy where I would just kind of back it up and on the starts, and the field just didn't go. Like, they just didn't go. I guess they just needed Jonathan Wolf to come up there. They needed the 24 to come up there and just pull the field to me. But it took until the last lap for them to get there. I was holding back so much. I was holding back so much, trying to get that pack race going, trying desperately to back up Chad Chaffin. I hate that I kind of abandoned him, but like that. But I mean, I was trying so hard to back up Chad Chaffin, and it just wasn't. It wasn't working out, man. I'm just like I'm going like 170 something miles per hour down the backstretch, and you still can't catch me. So they eventually did. They eventually did catch up. I saw them in the mirror coming, and I was just like, okay. But man, we almost ran out of fuel there. We did. As soon as we crossed the finish line, we ran out of fuel. That's probably the closest fuel mileage race I've ever had. That's the closest I've ever had. Because I know when I first started this career mode, whenever you first start career mode in Thunder 03, you can't make it on fuel at Daytona. You automatically run out. And it doesn't matter if you have a good setup in there or not. Like, you just automatically run out of fuel. So it was unfortunate, but man, you talking about having enough to make it to the end, and that was crazy because like I honestly think if I had not been backing it up on the straightaways like I would have ran out of fuel a lot sooner. Can you just imagine? I would have ran out of fuel a lot sooner. I don't think I would have won this race. So man, we accidentally pulled some fuel strategy. I did get a little bit concerned when it was coming to 2 to go. I was getting concerned, but I felt like I had enough to make it, and we just barely did. So anyway, guys, another win in the win column for us. We're just running away with the points lead right now. Coming up on Chicagoland, which is going to be next weekend, I believe. I think next weekend's a double header, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Chicagoland and then New Hampshire. I think it's a Chicagoland, New Hampshire double header. And then July 4th weekend, I think, is Pocono. I know. But hey, look. If Pocono is anything like it was in the previous Pocono race, it's worth it. It's worth it being on the July 4th weekend. But that is a story for another day. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to NASCAR Winston Cup Series Racing here on McBlam Racing. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the NASCAR Cup Series. So be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Leave a like on the video and comment down below hashtag 6-time. 6-time Talladega, 6-time Daytona winner. Comment below 6-time. Hashtag 6-time. And like I said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at Chicago.